With the success of the recent Apollo space flights,
No, this is good. I'd like to make a toast.
Tang, man has been brought another step closer to the moon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Tang. Aboard these manned Apollo flights, 3 astronauts, and with them, Tang.
What the is going on?
Tang, the energy breakfast drink with rich natural flavor and more vitamin C than orange juice. Still, Tang's biggest role isn't in NASA's space program. It's right here on Earth.
We f***ed up.
Tang.
Hello everybody, and thank you very much for your time today. And today I'm coming to you from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Yes, I've got a closed buy low for you here in the ultra expensive area of Mount Pleasant, right near the Isle of Palms here in Charleston, South Carolina. So guys, this is an area around Charleston, if you had never been down here, Mount Pleasant, that retail usually does not stay vacant for too long, but this is a lot of square footage, and there's also a lot of competition for food stores in the Mount Pleasant area. Now this is just a few minutes away from the Isle of Palms connector and the beaches on Isle of Palms, so if you ever come down to Charleston, definitely check out the Isle of Palms. A really cool, really great beach. Also, you can rent properties, you can rent houses, rent a little apartment rooms. So really, really cool area if you ever come down here to visit. Now, this buy low is probably ultra expensive. And the problem that I think it faces is that, one, I've been seeing a lot of buy lows closing. In fact, I think maybe 2 other buy lows that I have filmed, but they really weren't that interesting. These stores are always kind of plain, and buy low itself really never had anything like great in it. It was always just prepackaged. It really didn't have a lot of fresh prepared foods, not like, for instance, Publix or maybe Lowe's Foods, for those of you that know Lowe's. So it winds up being kind of like a middle of the road grocer, but it's actually pretty expensive. Now this is a beautiful location in a strip mall area in Mount Pleasant, and there's multiple strip malls in Mount Pleasant because you have a lot of locals that live here, and you also have a lot of vacationers that come down to Charleston and visit the Mount Pleasant area. And one of the other things that it faces is that there is a Target very close to it, and also on Isle of Palms there is a small Harris Teeter. So a lot of people that are there at the beach probably are stopping at Harris Teeter rather than coming over to buy low. Now, even when we used to come to Mount Pleasant and also Isle of Palms, when we vacationed down here before moving to Charleston, we went to buy low a few times. We also did Food Lion a few times. Not very impressive. So the grocers that we really enjoyed definitely are Publix, as I just mentioned, so shout out Pub Sub. Also, Lowe's Foods is really great. The first time we actually experienced Lowe's was down in Wilmington, and you'll see here that the windows are blacked out, unfortunately. I tried in a few spots to see if maybe I could get through, but unfortunately it was not working. So we're going to see another angle or two in some other windows a little bit further down in a few moments. Also down here, like I mentioned, we do have our Food Lions. We also have our Piggly Wigglies. Not very impressive. So this is my video. Big shout out to Sleeve Did It, to all the grocer fans out there. So Sleeve, I didn't find a donut here, unfortunately, and I did not find any roast beef. So very sorry about that. Maybe I will find that in another video. But this place is waiting for another tenant, and you see these smaller Kmart air vents in this location. So I gotta give a big shout out to those old school Kmart air vents. For those of you that are Kmart fans, you definitely know what I'm talking about, but these are just smaller versions of the air diffusers. And as we have our final look in here, looks great. Just needs to be cleaned out. The floors need to be polished, but anybody could definitely move in here pretty fast. And here we'll get a little bit of a view of the strip mall area. There used to be a good bagel place also in this strip mall, but it didn't last, unfortunately. Take a look at the front from the right side here. We'll walk around. If anybody is interested in leasing, obviously there's the contact information. I can only imagine how much it is. It is probably very, very expensive to lease this place. But hey guys, as we start to close out the video here, I want to thank you for watching. If you could please subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Also share the video and leave any comments that you might have of your time that you have possibly spent here in Mount Pleasant, Charleston, or Isle of Palms at the beach. So thank you very much. Have a great day. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.